Welcome, foolish mortals.
Time to be turning around. If only you could.
Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Hey, Henry, what's holding you up? Let's get on with the show. We can't hang around here all day.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
There's no turning back now.
This is the greatest show!
It's coming in on the burning lights. With the runaways are running tonight. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Now it's time for the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast with your hosts, Michael Hurley and Gary Aruda. That's right. This is the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast, episode number 533, recorded from the D. Fauntleroy Studios in Kent County, Rhode Island, and sunny Southwest Florida. I'm your host, Gary, joined as always by my co-host and my cousin, Mike, down in Florida. How you doing today, Michael?
Fantastic.
Did you get to watch the end of that U.S. Open?
Yeah, we're not going to discuss it, though.
Why is that?
Yeah, we don't talk about live players on this podcast.
I wasn't going to talk about him. I was going to talk about your guy Rory missing putts that made us look like you and I out there.
He's got a bad putting coach. So from what I understand,
he's got Bradford Faxon on the putter, right?
Yeah.
You think that's why he lost, because of Brad Faxon?
Yeah,
I agree. It's probably the best major in a few years, though, as far as like drama down the stretch. There hasn't been too many that have been close coming down, so that was good. Made for an entertaining few hours. But I guess we'll move along then, since you don't want to talk about it.
no, I don't. We don't discuss live players on our podcast
Why is that?
because I don't give him time on this show
Oh, okay.
because he's a big
enough.
phony. Did you hear him? I'm not going to mention him by name. Did you hear him at the end?
What is which
Happy
part?
Father's Day to all of you. Oh, the groundskeeper. Oh, what a great job you all did. Oh, the president of the USGA. Yay. Yay.
Just a big meathead fraud.
Why is he a fraud?
He's a phony. He's a big phony fraud.
I think you're a little butthurt about it.
No, he's a phony.
Okay.
He was a Phil Mickelson. Now all of a sudden he's going to turn around and be the great nice guy. What a great guy he is.
I think he's just a dope. I think he's just like I think you're right. I think he's a meathead dummy, but I don't think he's phony.
Yeah, he's a big fraud. So what else
right.
do you want to talk about?
You're probably right. Nothing else.
No.
We can get right into it then.
Did you get out on the links today?
No. Yeah, your button. I did not.
Okay.
Did not get out on the links.
Was the weather conducive? Is that
Oh, it was beautiful. It was like 74 degrees. Yeah. It was
so
perfect.
it wasn't a weather.
I haven't played any golf. I played in a scramble. That's the only round I've played since I got back from the member guest.
Mr. Casciano was up there about a week ago.
Oh, he didn't invite me out to play.
He was playing in a scramble, actually, at
Oh.
Pawtucket Country Club. He said he threw 3 clubs. Like, how do you throw clubs in a scramble?
That doesn't surprise me, though. How's your golf game?
I haven't played. We were closed, and then we got so much rain that they extended the closure for another few days. They don't open now until Tuesday.
How long were they closed for? Just to, like,
Just for the
airing and
week.
stuff?
They closed
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
Gotcha.
And then we were supposed to reopen on Saturday for the Saturday game.
They kept it closed, though, because it was too wet.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, that happens. Not much you can
So
do.
let me ask you a question with you not playing this weekend.
Yeah.
So there's a guy that I used to play with. I don't even know if you remember his name. His name was Alex.
Alex Detweiler. Yeah, I remember.
Alex Detweiler, right?
Yeah.
So we get the text from him, and I'm in 2 weeks. Not this week, but I'm in 2 weeks. Okay. Okay, great. So one of the other guys, he's got 2 liabilities. We played. He was our partner in the President's Cup. Chris,
Okay.
you remember Chris Benz? He
Yeah.
sat at dinner with us. Yep. So he tells me I'm in for the next 2 weeks. I'm like, oh wow, where you guys are playing golf and this and that. So we can't play this Saturday because it got rained out. I get a picture. Alex texts us a picture. He's up at Stream Song.
Oh, okay.
So I mentioned something about not getting an invite. So he said that they went online. There was only 2 openings, so him and Chris went up there. So I was texting Mr. Casciano. Was that one of those where they both got the kitchen passes because it was Father's Day weekend?
And
They were in
because
absolute panic that they couldn't play around Sarasota, so they went up and spent $350 to play Stream Song?
that's absolutely what happened.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure because Kurt goes, "I think you might be onto something." That's what happened. You got the kitchen pass. You're going to spend $1,000 if you have to get out there and play golf.
Yeah, because if it's like, all right, you could play this week because it's Father's Day, and then the course is closed, it's not like, oh, just use that next week. It goes
Right.
away. There are no rain
It's gone.
checks. There
It's
are no
gone.
rain checks. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely
So that's
not. So he made a decision and made an investment.
yep.
Sounds like he made the right decision.
Yeah, he said it was nice up there. It was dry. It
Oh.
wasn't wet like it was here.
Beautiful. Yeah, you guys have been getting hammered, huh? With rain?
Yeah, we had like this crazy, just tropical thing out over the Gulf, and especially the South. The South got hammered. I heard Miami got like 11 inches of rain.
Wow, that's wild. Pretty crazy. So, do you want to get into the topic, or do you have any other questions for me, Pards?
No, I don't have any other questions, Parts. So you just didn't do anything this weekend.
No, not really. Did you have any thoughts before we get into the news? We were talking offline about credit cards. You're a big fan of like taking advantage of the points on the credit cards, right?
Yeah.
So you talked me in before I bought my tickets for my trip. I mentioned that maybe it's a good idea to sign up for a new card and use like the sign-on bonus part of it.
Yep.
So we talked a little bit about it, and I ended up doing the one you recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking into it, and they have like their own travel site. Do you ever use that for like the bonus? You haven't used any of the bonus points on that one, right?
No, we haven't.
not yet.
We've paid. I don't know if we've paid cash through their travel site or not, but I think actually, you know what we did? We bought our airline tickets through that.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering, because that's like I guess you get more value for the points if you use it on their travel stuff, right?
Yeah, you do.
Is my
Yeah.
understanding.
Yep.
Interesting. I don't know. I just thought it was a good idea to, use a sign-on bonus for a new card with that.
Yeah, I'm
kind
gonna
of
have to send
purchase.
you some YouTubes. There's a guy I follow. He's got a great YouTube channel about all the hacks and what you should use. He's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. I don't know if I'd get into it that deep, but at least knowing about it does interest me. I like
Mhm.
hearing about that kind of stuff. Because there's 2 ways to do it. You could do the gift card route, right, where you try to like find the best times to buy the Disney gift cards and get
Yep.
8-10% off or whatever. And then I guess you could double down. Like if I were really
Yeah,
smart,
if they'll give you the points, right?
sometimes you can't get points always on buying gift cards, right? Sometimes
Correct.
that is disqualified, but I don't know, you kind of do both though, right? Because you buy gift
I got
cards
the
when
Target.
you can.
I have the Target red credit card, which you should look into because I get 5% off on the Disney gift cards, and I usually use those for just to pay my monthly dues.
Your dues, yeah, that makes sense. Because that would save you what, like $200?
Yeah, I
a
mean, you're
year?
saving 5%, and then every once in a while, either Best Buy or somebody else will have a deal. Like Kurt's a member at BJ's, and he told me whenever they're doing a 10%, just let me know, and he'll buy me as many as he can. And I'll just Venmo him the cash.
Yeah, that makes sense too. There's always
You know what it
ways.
is though? So many people spend hours and hours and hours to save $5. At the end of the day, it's like, is it worth it, or
Well,
would I
that's
rather like watch a movie with my family?
that's part of it too. Like just doing the credit card's easy enough. Sign up for the credit card, spend it, pay it off, get the bonus points. But
Right.
trying to like open a card at the right time to buy gift cards to get the points and the cash back and the 10% off the Disney gift cards. I mean, if it all works out, great. But yeah, I'm not going to do 30 hours of research to save $150.
Right. Right.
But yeah, we wanted to talk some news. A lot of stuff going on at Walt Disney World. openings and closings and things like that, rumors, and I guess first we could start with a place that's closing to make way for a new Disney Vacation Club lounge, and that is the Frontierland Shooting Arcade is going to be closing down. I think it's already closed. They didn't like give it a long send off.
Right.
I think they just closed it. And there's going to be a DVC lounge going in there, which is interesting. It doesn't seem like a big space, but I guess I don't know how far back that
How far
goes.
back it goes? You're right, because I was thinking the same thing this afternoon.
I mean, I won't be privy to it unless we're hanging out together, and you
I'll
kinda
get
steer
you.
me
We're gonna
under your
get. I'll
wing,
get you
yeah.
in. I'll get you in.
But I think it's good. I'm surprised they don't have one in each park already.
I think they will. I think that was the announcement when yours truly, Mr. Joe Quat and Angry New Phil Jr. went to the association meeting.
That's right. They talked
Was
about
that they kind of made the impression that they're going to have one in all 4 parks.
which it makes sense to me because the people like the Epcot one quite a bit. Seems like there's lines there occasionally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's frequent lines there. Yep.
So that's it would make sense. I wonder where would be the best place to put one in the other parks. I wouldn't have
I
said
mean, it looks like there's some
Frontierland.
real estate over where the Club 33 at Animal Kingdom is. You
Where
might
is
be
that?
able to shoehorn something. It's on that walking path if you're going from Lion King over to Avatar.
Oh, that's where it is?
Yeah, I believe it's over tucked behind there.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know
Yeah.
I thought there was just like a bridge walking path. I
Yeah,
didn't
so
know there
right
was anything
right
over
before you get to that bridge, you know where there's like a bathroom station,
Yeah.
like directly kitty corner to the Lion King, as if
Yep.
you're gonna start heading over to it's over behind there.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
Actually,
that.
Ken Cabot's and his wife, I believe, pointed it out to me. I believe.
Oh, when you did the Moonlight Magic.
Yep.
That's where the Club 33. So you think there's some room they could kind of like have a lounge and Club 33 together
That's
over there
correct.
potentially? That's not a bad spot. I was thinking maybe kind of where the Harambe marketplace is. There's a lot of room behind there between where the train station picks up and everything.
Yep.
They could maybe, put it in over there or something, but I don't know. That's interesting. Or they could take away that bird show. I'd be happy if they did that.
No,
and build
no,
a
no, no.
DVC
I love
lounge.
that bird show.
You could do that. You could take the bird show away and put a nice DVC lounge there.
No, 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 no.
And Hollywood Studios, it'd be cool to do something in like Tower of Terror. Like have it
Have a
themed to that.
DVC lounge in there?
Wouldn't that be cool? I know it's not
It would be
practical.
cool, but it's too good of real estate in their parts where they could do all sorts of revenue making.
I'm surprised because they did that Christmas thing there this year, right? At
Yeah,
Hollywood
I've seen them
Studios.
do like dining on occasion.
But imagine if they had like a Tower of Terror themed like bar lounge over there or something. That place would make a killing, wouldn't it?
Of course it would.
Surprised they haven't used any of that space, but it'd be interesting to see where they put it. They'll probably put it in like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They'll do a DVC lounge over there or something.
And have it just be Star Wars R2D2 themed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a picture with Chewbacca, stuff like that. But I don't know. Did you ever do the arcade, the shooting arcade?
I may have done it when I was a kid. It's just one of those things that you just always love seeing as you walk by. It was just so unique and different, don't you think?
I did it a couple times, and then I didn't even realize it was free now. It used to be $1, and then they stopped taking cash, so now they just made it free the last few years since COVID.
Oh wow! So something that actually benefited us from all the COVID restrictions.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess you could just go up and shoot as much as you wanted, but I did it a couple times. I like those stupid things. It reminds me
I
of
do
going to
too.
like
I do
Hampton
too,
Beach
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I'll miss it. It's not like it's something I did every trip. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't even have noticed it being gone even when you know what I mean? You're not even
Yeah.
most people wouldn't notice. So I think it's fine. I do like the shooting arcade though. I am worried about Tom Sawyer's Island though.
That's going to be going away.
I think that's going to be going away pretty soon. There's rumors of refurbing beyond Frontierland.
Yeah.
And doing stuff because they're even saying now one of the other rumors I saw was that Thunder Mountain's going to be closed for a while so they can make way for expanding Frontierland out.
Of course. I mean, as soon as you open up an attraction, let's just shut down another one.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a logistics thing, I get it. It just stinks. Like the stupid train was closed for like 5 years for that. Tron
Yeah, that's what I'm
construction.
saying. I'm sure it's a logistics thing. It's fine, but it just seems like we've never had all attractions running.
No,
for like
all the
centuries.
headliners. Yeah.
Decades rather. But
yeah, it's gonna be like a few months this summer,
Yeah.
basically, because like Tiana's will be open, and then Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, Seven Dwarfs, Tron will all be open. All the headliners at Magic Kingdom, and then they'll just start picking them off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you got to go backwards to go forwards, I guess. Any final thoughts on the DVC Lounge?
No, I'm looking forward to it though.
That'll be good. How long do you think that'll take? That can't be a long refurb, right? Like 6 months?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, I wouldn't think so because it's probably DVC who's paying for it.
Oh, so you think they?
You know,
can
if
get
this
the
was
ball
if
rolling
this was Chapek and Friends, you'd have the construction walls up there for 7 years.
That's a good point. So we'll stay over there in Frontierland, and we'll talk about. They announced the reopening date of the Country Bear Jamboree, the new reimagined show.
Now, what's this all about?
So what they did is they're just doing all new songs. They're refreshing the characters. It's gonna be the same characters, and they're just gonna be singing Disney songs now in like a country style. So it's kind of lame, but I like Country Bears enough that I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
It's going to reopen on July 17th. So actually near the end of my trip, I'll be there when it reopens. So I may be able to check it out. Do you think there'll be a huge crowd for it when it reopens?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think like more so than before. You're not going to walk on. You might have to wait.
Like a show.
Or so.
Wait
yeah.
for a show or two. Yeah. Like I'm not waiting 3 hours to do that. But if it's like 30 minutes
correct,
or something,
right.
I would do it just to check it out. But yeah, I mean, basically, it has the same bears performing new spins on Disney songs. It closed in January, and now it's reopening in July. Some of the songs that are going to be included: A Whole New World from Aladdin, Try Everything from Zootopia, Bare Necessities from The Jungle Book. So, among other songs. I'm not thrilled about that part, but it's just the way it's going. Everything's
It's just going to show
songs.
tunes, right?
It's just like the France Pavilion. Instead of having Impressions de France, they have the Beauty and the Beast sing along, and then you might be able to catch Impressions de France like once a day if you're lucky. So it's just the way it's going, like you said. July 17th reopening. I'm excited because I'll be there and maybe have a chance to check it out. I guess we might as well stay right in Frontierland and talk about Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Segue right there. That's a good segue.
What are your thoughts on this? Have you watched any videos? Any spoilers?
I don't want any spoilers. No.
I've been staying away from it. The only thing I've heard is that there's been a lot of technical difficulties in the
Oh,
previews,
really?
which-
That's surprising.
Well, I guess that's to be expected, right?
Of course.
Working out the kinks during the previews. It's another one. I get it. It's the way they're going with reimagining things for the movies, but I loved Splash Mountain. It was my favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to ride it. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'll try to get a virtual queue, and if I can't, I'll probably even pay for an individual
Yeah, I would.
lightning
Yeah,
lane.
I'd be willing to pay. I want to check it out. I want to see what this is all about.
It can't be bad. Like the ride itself is gonna be. It's the same ride, which I
similar,
love.
right? Of course.
So they're putting
Not
new
gonna be pumping
animatronics.
money into changing the ride track, are they?
No, not at all. They didn't change the vehicles. It's the same logs as before. So that part of it, I know I'm gonna like because I loved that part of it for Splash Mountain. I do like that movie, so if they use the music from that movie and some of the characters, that's fine by me. New animatronics. It just seems like some of the new animatronics look like they're really good, but I think there's a lot less in the ride overall from what I've heard. I haven't watched any ride throughs. I've seen some like pictures here and there of people posting on Twitter, but I haven't really dug into it because I kind of want to go in with an open mind and be surprised and
Sure.
and see what it's all about. So we'll see. That's June 28th, so just a week or so. Yeah, 2 weeks basically. It'll be open from when this comes out. And then I'll be down in July, have a chance to check it out. You're not heading up to property anytime before then, right?
No plan, but I've been getting my withdrawal symptoms recently.
Have you?
so-
Yeah, you got the itch.
Yep.
But when that happens, you don't go in the parks. It's not like you're going to go to try to check out the ride.
Yeah, I mean, I could go up there. I don't know how long the waits are or what, but I mean,
if you did a virtual queue, if you have like a park reservation for Magic Kingdom, you could do a virtual queue from home, right, at 7:00 and then head up if you get it.
can you? I don't know.
I'm asking you. I'm not.
Yeah, I
telling
don't know
you.
that answer.
Okay. I don't know that answer either. I don't know if you have to be on property to get in the virtual queue. But that's interesting. Yeah, but that's coming up. So a lot of stuff opening, which I like. A lot of the construction ending. It seems like Magic Kingdom right now is pretty much complete, right? Nothing's under construction or
Right.
refurb at Magic
Right.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios, there's nothing really under construction or refurb right now. Animal Kingdom, for now, I know they're closed. There's rumors about, dinosaur and all that stuff, but right now everything's pretty much there. And EPCOT, which we'll get to next, they just are finishing everything up, it looks like. of
All the
their-
walls are down, huh?
all the walls are down for the first time in what, 5 years?
5.
Well, this specific project started in
Oh,
2019.
yeah. I mean, the walls were up there way before COVID.
True. Well, 5 years is before, but
Yeah.
yes, but this project in particular started in 2019. It's just ending. So, Communicore Hall is now open. That was like the final phase. That's where the new Mickey meet and greet's going to be. It's some flex space for the festivals. There's an outdoor stage, tables.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like spots for festival booths, food and stuff, but that's only going to be there at certain times. I'm not really sure what this space is supposed to be.
Neither do I.
It
doesn't
looks like it's just there.
Yeah,
Looks
it
like a
doesn't seem like
college,
it's got an
dining hall, doesn't
identity.
it?
You've got some tables, so when you get your haggis, you have a place to stand and eat as opposed to putting it on a trash can. But yeah, I don't know exactly what they're looking for here.
It says fixtures will change throughout the year as the space transforms with the rotating festivals. I guess having like an indoor space to sit down and cool off for a little bit isn't the worst thing, but doesn't really do much. Like if this is the grand finale, it's like a big it's just kind of like a big wet fart at the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they had all this stuff going on. Remember all the concept art when it first started? They were gonna do that like play pavilion.
Oh God,
They
yeah.
had all sorts
When
of
we
stuff
ran into
planned
Tony
out, and then
Baxter, of
now
course I remember that.
that got scrapped. All that good stuff. Yeah, that's right. We were at the EPCOT, like what was that in the Odyssey building where they had the
Yeah,
EPCOT
yeah.
Forever and they were showing all the concept art and stuff. That was 2019. That's right. And most of that stuff didn't happen. We got some picnic areas and the statue of Walt. I mean, it's nice to have the construction walls down. It just seems like I don't know. Not enough came
Lipstick
out
on
of
a
that.
pig.
Yeah. Like that Moana water area's nice, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been to it. It's at least something that adds some value to the park, I suppose. But not a whole lot else really got added. And on top of it, speaking of EPCOT being done, now Test Track is closing for a refurbishment as well.
Yep.
So one of the headliners, and they are closing it today as we record. It's the final day.
How long is this one for?
I think it's going to be a while. Test Track will close permanently on June 17th, so I guess as tomorrow as we record. It doesn't really say. A specific timeline has not been released for the refurbishment. It is expected to be closed for an extended period as they're reimagining the entire attraction. Disney has stated the attraction will be inspired by World of Motion and bring the spirit of optimism that was prevalent in the now shuttered attraction. Chevy will remain the sponsor, and the company has sponsored the attraction since 2012. So it's going to be more of like a dark ride. I don't know if they're still even going to have that outdoor 60-mile-an-hour part. They might be changing it completely. So this could be a 3-year closure thing if they're like redoing the whole ride system.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't do anything quick.
They don't do anything quick. I was just going to say that. Yeah.
It could be quite a while. I'm okay with it though. I didn't like the Tron version as much as the old one with the crash test dummies. Like that was more fun to me.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
This one was like too arcadey. Didn't have the original spirit of it. It was still fun, like to do the outside part where you go fast. I like
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
Thrilling.
No, but the beginning part was just
Yeah. It'll be nice to have something new, not just reuse that same track with the same exact stuff. Although, if you think about it, Radiator Springs Racers that you loved,
yes,
is essentially the same track. It's a little different because it has the outside portion at the beginning, but when you're in the building, you go and you almost run into the truck and you have to swerve around and then you go through and you get your tires changed and stuff, just like...
Don't talk about this.
And then you do your outside. So it's
Yeah.
essentially a way better version of Test Track, right?
I don't think it goes quite as fast, to be honest.
It might not, but you get my point. Like a lot of the stuff is exactly the same, and that's a fantastic attraction that they put a lot into. So they can make it something good if they choose to. We'll see what happens. But I wonder if part of changing it is to bring that attraction to Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom. And you can't have the same. You can't have Test Track and Radiator Springs at Walt Disney World. So if they make like a redo of Radiator Springs and Cars Land beyond Frontierland,
that's so disappointing that they're considering doing that at the Magic Kingdom over in Frontierland. Like, just have something special at different parks.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think that adds a lot to it, having it exclusive to one place. But it does fit. Like you have the Route 66.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah, the mountain, it fits perfectly.
But yes, I agree. It would be disappointing. I suspect we'll hear a lot this summer because there's a D23 coming up, right?
Yes, there
summer.
is. Yep. We have
In
our
Anaheim.
correspondence. The Matherson will be there.
Okay, yeah. So they usually announce more at the California ones than the Florida ones. So I expect to hear a lot at this one.
Should I send a microphone out to them?
You're gonna FedEx them a microphone so they can
Yeah.
do some good reporting. That might be a good use of your time and resources. Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting with all the stuff. Like finally, they're celebrating like EPCOT being done, and then they close test track. Now it's like, all right, well, I guess it's not done. But I'm excited though to go to the parks where essentially all 4 parks have no construction going on.
Correct.
Nothing closed. Like everything's gonna be open and ready to go. So that'll be good. One final thing that I saw announced today.
Yes.
Disney Vacation Club posted on Instagram teasing an upcoming summer member event. Do you know anything about this?
I don't.
So it says coming this summer, and it has a picture of Mickey walking up a hill. And then the next picture they shared shows Mickey and Minnie having a drink on a beach, and there's some clouds blocking what it says. So it's like a little teaser.
Okay.
They're obscuring the text, never revealing the full phrase. It says Disney Vacation Club over welcome home, and then there's a word that ends in KS that's partially blocked. Summer is for everyone, but these limited time experiences are just for our members. Any guesses at what this event might be? Stay tuned for details. That's what Disney Vacation Club put on the Instagram. So this summer, I mean, they're on the clock. It's summer right now. What's that?
You're on Instagram?
No, I just saw this posted on a newsreel.
It's not summer yet.
Well, what do we got next week? June 23rd or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
But we're essentially in summer, so maybe they'll make an announcement in the next couple weeks. Tell us what's going on. But I'm curious. I like the again, even though I'm not privy to it, I still like the exclusive events and hearing about them and living vicariously through the people who are able to experience them.
It's something that keeps our property values up, so to speak.
Yes, that's true. Speaking of, have you been searching the marketplace on the resale market? How's that going for you?
I'm on it daily.
What's the trend right now? Give me a little taste.
Things are down other than Polynesian.
So Poly's up.
Poly's ridiculous. Poly's almost what they're selling it direct for.
Well, I imagine Disney's buying back any Poly contracts that are even close to being low, right?
You would think, but I'm not hearing that they're buying a ton.
No. I heard they were buying back old Key West if they were low because they were running that promotion, but I think that's ended now.
Yeah, some people on the cruise bought some old Key West.
I guess that was a pretty good deal as far as direct points go.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. But all the other properties are pretty low, steady where they were.
Yeah, I mean, Riviera is way down.
I mean, that's the resale restrictions hurting that.
Yeah,
You really have to be committed to that property to buy a resale contract there.
Which I am. I'm all in on that property.
Especially those studio rooms, right? Those tower studios.
I like them, but I don't, because when they're 10 points in September, they're 14 points for the studio, for the regular studio. So would you want to save 4 points a night?
Yeah, if you're staying for 3 nights. If you're staying for 3 nights, that's an extra night.
Yeah, I guess. I guess those rooms are small though. You got to check one out when you're there.
Right, but what
maybe
I'm
after
saying,
Topolino's breakfast, we could do a quick drive-through.
But what I'm saying is, if you're going to use that at the 11-month window for Riviera, that brings those tower studios into play.
Sure.
And that's when you want to do your parks anyway in September, so you might as well get the lowest point.
I could do that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I could do that, or I could also just do a 1-bedroom because that's also going to be at its lowest.
That's true. You're not really
Second
saving a lot.
contract's not to be going more days parts, but it's to be upgrading the facilities.
You could sell it both ways.
Yeah.
It's like you have a door and face negotiating style, and I have the foot and door negotiating style.
The problem is that, like, she even brought it up to Mr. Casciano. She doesn't want to go more than she already goes right now.
Oh, so you have to sell the bigger accommodation.
So she said the only reason I would want another contract is to stay in bigger 1-bedroom rooms.
I mean, the tree houses are nice. That's a nice incentive.
The Vero Beach cottages are.
You like that?
Oh, do I like those?
You said those are hard to get too, aren't they?
They're
So
hard
there's
to
only,
get.
like,
You
5 or
pretty
6
much
of them?
need. They only have 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'm just gonna see it pop up. Future plans.
I'm
cottages,
bad,
but-
aren't I?
Yeah. I don't really have anything else though. Do you, Pards?
No.
We were trying to keep these episodes a little shorter. The last
Little
few
shorter.
weeks weren't long, but we'll get back on track with these 35, 40-minute episodes.
Susie asked me when we were walking the dog. She goes, "You recording tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Am I?" I'm like, "No." She's like, you could see the smirk on her face.
She's in the next 6 weeks though to do the cruise review.
Oh,
did she negotiate out of that?
No. We're good. We're
Okay.
fine.
All right. I guess we should just wrap it up. What's going on our YouTube page?
I've got some
YouTube.com.
stuff coming out this week. I'm off of my sabbatical.
Did
And
you
then
get
when I
your
came
computer
back from my
fixed?
trip, my computer was broken.
Yeah, is it fixed now?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Oh, nice. All right. So go to youtube.com/@WDWBTG. Check it out over there. We'll have some new videos coming out very soon. You could go to our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, our TikTok @WDWBTG. Our Facebook group is WDW Beyond the Gates Podcast Family. You can email us info@WDWBTG.com, Mike @WDWBTG.com, and Gary @WDWBTG.com. Download us wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us reviews. Leave us a thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe over there. All that good stuff. Anything else that I left out? Need me to add?
Mm-mm.
All right. That's going to do it for episode number 533 of the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast. For my co-host Mike, my name is Gary. Thanks so much for listening. And we'll talk to you again next week.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-C
See you real soon.
K-E-Y
Why? Because we like you.
M